Suppose a community population double every 20 years. Initially, there were 500 members. Find the model for the community's population after T years. How many community members after 30 years? And when will the population reach 10,000? For part A, we asked to find the model, which is a formula for the population. Population growth, especially as the proportion is an exponential model. In this case, we will start with the basic model, y equals ab to the t power, where y is the population and t is the number of years. We were told that initially, meaning when t is 0, the population is 500. We were also told that it doubles, meaning that if we were to start with 500, double 500 would give us 1,000. A, B, T for 1,000 is after 20 years. And so the population double when T go from 0 to 20. From the first equation, we have A equals 500, which is the initial value. And we plug this into the second equation to get 1,000 equals, A is now 500, B to the 20 power. To get B, we would divide it by 500 to both sides of the equation to get B to the 20. B to the 20 power equals 2, and so B by itself is 2 to the 1 over 20. We do this by raising both sides to the power of the reciprocal of 20, which is 1 over 20. When we find the exponential model y equals ab to the x, what we're looking for are the parameters a and b. A is the initial value, and b is what we call the multiplying factor. And we found both in this case. The model for the community's population is therefore y equals, the initial value is 500 times 2 to the 1 over 20, and the variable is the time t. Usually we use p for the population, so this is p equals 500 times 2. 1 over 20 raised to the t is t over 20. And this is a function of time. So after t years, p of t is 500 times 2 to the t over 20. B. How many community members after 30 years? So in this case, t is 30. All we need to do is to evaluate the population when t is 30 by plugging 30 into where t is. 500 times 2 raised to the 30 over 20. We can put this in a calculator and find that when t is 30, the population is 1414.2. But this is the community members, so we rounded to 1414. There are 1414 members in this community after 30 years. Lastly, when will the population reach 10,000? The 10,000 in the question is the population, and we're looking for time t, so we substitute p of t with the population 10,000 equals 500 times 2 to the t over 20. The goal is to isolate t, so at first we need to get rid of 500 by dividing both sides of the equation by 500. 10,000 divided by 500 is 20 equals 2t over 20. At this point, we can use the definition of log, or we simply take the natural log both sides of the equation for the purpose of bringing down t over 20 and put it in front of the ln. At least now we can isolate t after ln both sides and rewriting the equation. First, we multiply 20 to both sides of the equation, and then we divide it by ln of 2 to get t by itself. T is therefore in the exact form. It is 20 ln of 20 over ln of 2. And if we were to use a calculator to figure out what this is 86.44. This is the number of years. And so it would take about 86.5 years for the population of this community to reach 10,000.